News Local Citizens Coalition for Change, CCC, President Nelson Chamisa was Monday encouraged his supporters to faka pressure. Chamisa sent the cryptic message on Twitter. It is not clear why the CCC leader encouraged his followers to faka pressure. Exiled former cabinet minister Professor Jonathan Moyo responded on Twitter by asking what faka pressure means. Said Moyo on Twitter, "Faka pressure. What does it mean?" Recently, exiled former cabinet minister Jonathan Moyo lashed at Chamisa's followers for insults targeted at him. Said Prof Moyo, "You can dot me, call me names, body shame me, or lie about me for all you want. No sweat, nothing new about that. You've done it as far back as one cares to remember. But keep my sister, my late daughter and my family out of it. That's all." As for North Carolina, the jury is out. Professor Moyo has hit out at the opposition Citizens Coalition for Change, CCC, over its lack of structures, describing the party as delinquent and operating like a secret society, and this has angered Nelson Chamisa's followers. Moyo has directly blamed Citizens Coalition for Change, CCC, leader Nelson Chamisa for online attacks targeting his family, including his late daughter, by party activists. Moyo, who has been in a steady row back on his support for Chamisa and the CCC party, accused the opposition leader of deliberately fanning the abuse. Writing on Twitter, Moyo, now exiled in Kenya, dismissed suggestions the attacks could have been sparked by his recent criticism of the CCC's unconventional decision to operate without a structure and constitution. "While I am sad, I cannot continue to respond to each and all of them. I am heartened by the deluge of DMs asking for the reason for the crude slurs I get from Chamisa's supporters, which reflect deep-seated hatred, as they have also targeted my sister and my late daughter," said Moyo. "The reason for the slurs I am getting is Chamisa himself. While he feigns ignorance and appears to be silent amid the slurs, Nelson has in fact used his seeming silence as a cover to fan and fuel the slurs. He has rebuffed all efforts to get him to address the slurs," Moyo once said on Twitter. "Since CCC is structureless and constitution-less, its leaders, who ironically are a structure, are using silence as a strategy to get its members to support unilateral and illegal Western sanctions, demonize land reform and revere Ian Smith, and, by extension, Cecil Rhodes. The consequence of CCC's refusal to be transparent about its structures is that the party has become deviant, effectively operating as a secret society and employing political delinquency, such as the glorification of Ian Smith by its supporters, as a political strategy." Chamisa, the country's most popular opposition politician going by the last presidential election results, announced a formation of CCC in January this year, abandoning the bitterly contested MDC brand after rival Douglas Mwinzora claimed leadership of the formation. However, CCC has yet to hold an elective Congress and still operates with what Chamisa describes as an interim leadership. The party is also yet to come up a constitution and policy blueprints. Supporters have dismissed questions of constitution and substantive structures, saying it would address these issues in its own time and not at the convenience of outsiders with curious interests in its internal affairs. They also argue that structures have previously been used by the ruling ZANU-PF party to infiltrate and destabilize the opposition. But Moyo, who has led criticism over the absence of structures, said the refusal by CCC to be transparent about its structures has been compounded not only by the fact that the party does not have a constitution, but also by the strange reason for the refusal, that the party wants to protect itself from infiltration by ZANU-PF, or the state. He said registration of political parties was long overdue. "No secret society should masquerade as a political party or contest any election. no political party should be registered if its leaders or members denigrate the liberation struggle or violate S3 of the Constitution. It is common cause that the absolute and inescapable need for Zimbabwe to align itself with the globally well-established democratic and constitutional practice of registering political parties has been occasioned by Number CCC's refusal to be transparent about its structures. He added, "It is not surprising that, to check against political destabilization by secret societies, registration of political parties is the norm in countries like the US, UK, Germany and across Africa, a country, especially in the developing world, in which secret societies, such as the KKK, Ku Klux Klan, or the Freemasons, can mushroom unchecked as political parties, is prone to predictable destabilization and disorder. That is why political parties must be registered." Moyo and Chamisa, then leading the MDC alliance, seem to have struck similar chords last year before their grand fallout that has been exposed this year. While in good books, the former information minister made public his support for Chamisa, going as far as offering to oil his campaign in Chalacho and train the opposition party's election agents to avoid rigging in favor of ZANU-PF. His offer, however, did not find acknowledgement, with CCC members raising concern that Moyo could not keep secrets. "On my part, I never sought to join MDC, given its treacherous ideology. In November 2021, I told Chamisa both by phone and in writing that he was no longer supportable. I thus could not seek to join Chamisa's no ideology, no values, no constitution and no structure CCC. I stopped supporting CCC after its Zimbabwe grounds number Ulosindare rally in February. I cannot support a political party or a social movement whose ideology and values I do not know or agree with. Political parties are ideologically based and social movements are driven by values." Source: BYO24 News. More on Number Chamisa, Number Jonathan Moyo, Number Pressure comments.